Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me today. I am actually going to take another step and wave some incense. We're going to ask for our intuition to truly be there for us, and it will be. And we'll begin. I ask you all to choose the stone that draws you, the one that really resonates with your intuition. And you can pick any stone actually, or all of them. And we'll begin. We'll do a golden nugget card at the end for further clarification. All right. For those of you who chose the gray and red stone, we have the Hermit. We also have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Hermit is giving you a message today. You may have a loved one on the other side or a guide, your higher self, source, spirit, who is letting you know about something. And that's good, because with the Two of Wands, perhaps you're looking off into the future, you're wondering your next step. Or maybe there are two things that are main priorities for you in life, in your activity. This would be in your goals. This would be in your goals. Maybe you've got a couple of things that are your main priorities. You tend to go back and forth, but maybe you need a little guidance about where you should focus your energy for the time being. Or you're thinking of travel and you'd like a little guidance. Where should I go? The Wands are kind of about excitement as well, adventure, energy. You might be pulled. You might feel like, oh, is it this one or this one? So that might be a fun dilemma to suss out, right? Oh, love doing that. Researching for travel and for a trip is almost as fun as the trip itself. But the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords, there may be somebody who is got a hidden agenda, who's not being quite on the up and up with you. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be somebody who acts like they don't know what you're talking about, but they do. Or it can be somebody who's just trying to get more than their fair share. Or it could be somebody who truly is, got a little bit of a scheme going there. But the Hermit would definitely open your eyes and let you see that in a crystal clear way. Because see, now the Hermit, your intuition, it can surprise other people, can't it? It's almost like you could read their mind when you're hearing from that, guide. So you will figure it out. You will figure it out if somebody's trying to take more than their fair share. And truthfully, what I see is a situation where it's not anything major. Maybe it's actually a repeating kind of circumstance. And, somebody's just, not being accountable for either what they're doing or what they're not doing, what they should be doing, who knows. So your guide today will tell you. In fact, if you are going about your day and you wonder about something, it's okay to, duck into the bathroom for a little bit, or duck, to get a little time to yourself. If you are not in a public place, you can do that more easily. But if you're in a public place, even duck into the bathroom or get a little time and check in with your gut about the situation. And you will see it super clearly today. Whatever that is, whatever that situation is. Sometimes, once in a while, the Seven of Swords comes up when we are holding our cards close to the vest. There's something we are planning, or there's something we are doing that we really want to keep undercover for a while, and sometimes for a valid reason. There's a good reason for it. So, and in those cases too, we need our intuition to be pretty strong. We can benefit from the Hermit supporting us, because sometimes when we are planning something or exploring something, and it feels sort of personal and it feels sort of new, sometimes we need to be reliant on our own intuition, our own spiritual awareness, because it might be something other people wouldn't understand, or they would give you the wrong advice, or they would have an opinion to share about it. And maybe the thing is so new, you really kind of want to protect it for a while. And that's okay too. That's all right too. You're strong today. You're strong in your intuition today. So it's going to go well. All right. Well, that's an interesting set of cards. Interesting group of cards. For those of you who chose the driftwood, we have the Page of Coins, the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Coins. Okay, Minor Arcana again. So that's all right. Not a huge decision-making kind of day, but it could be a kind of busy day. In fact, you could be so busy you feel a little trapped in it with that 8 of Swords. Or sometimes this is juggling the interests of two parties who need to feel safe and secure, or who need things, who need resources. So it can be interesting. It can be a little difficult. You don't make it look difficult. You make it look easy. You're used to juggling. It can also be juggling work and home, work and health and the needs of family, perhaps. You know, juggling different sources of security. So the 2 of Coins is somebody who's capable, who can do this, does it well. Now the 8 of Swords, however, makes me wonder if there's a part of you that feels like you need time to really think some things through. Because see, that woman isn't trapped. Maybe she's trapped in thinking, okay, I can't do this until that, and that are done. You know, or until this step, that step, I have to go forward in these steps, you know, and that can lead to feeling trapped. And there may be another way, because that woman clearly can walk forward right out of those swords. There may be another way. Whatever this is, you know, it could be the thoughts like self-doubt, thoughts like anything that serves as a barrier to you moving forward, but it isn't necessary. You have more power than you think to move forward. Once in a while, that 8 of Swords, just changing your perspective helps that one. Where maybe you need a little time to consider, am I going ahead with the plan that I have? Is this all right? You know, are things on track? Is this what I want? And sometimes that can eliminate the feeling of feeling trapped, because you know, you reflect upon it, and yeah, these are choices you've made, and for a reason, and you've got a definite path forward, and this is what it is. You know, it's tough for a while, but it won't always be. But in any case, you're able to juggle today. You're very competent. The Page of Coins is saying you may have picked up something new that will enhance your physical security, a new job, a new source of income, you may have some money coming in somewhere. But also, you could have picked up something new that improves your health, improves your home, improves the stability of your relationships, that brings security to your life. Once in a while, these are different people in your life too. These don't always have to be about you. They could be different people in your life. In which case, you know, it's good to understand if this is a young person, who does like security, who does want to start building their security, and things look good in that card, right? This can be somebody else in your life who you feel is kind of trapped by their thoughts. In any case, I feel like there's great, you know, things are moving forward just fine. You're very competent. You're doing what you need to do, and these are minor arcana. So things are moving forward. You'll move into a day when you've got major arcana things going on. For those of you who chose the white and blue stone, we have the High Priestess, the Strength card. Oh my, you have 2. And the 6 of Cups. So here are the major arcana. Although we did in the first reading too, didn't we? So the Strength card's divine strength and protection. It's a spiritual, it's an infinite strength. It's about you're an infinite being. You really cannot be harmed, which is a profound concept. You are infinite, you are eternal. So sometimes it's really nice to get centered in that and to realize everything else can look so small, then all the other troubles can look so small. This is a learning plane. We're here learning. We're supposed to have some struggles. We're supposed to have some dilemmas to suss out. It's the way it is. Not to say we're always supposed to struggle. Heck, I think we can learn just as much by our successes, and we can become more practiced at managing this kind of lifetime with time, and have less and less struggle as time goes on. Hey, that's the goal. But you have divine strength and protection, whichever. And the High Priestess is saying you also have really good intuition. I mean, there's some really deep spiritual things happening inside of you today. And maybe in general, because these are two major arcana, this is likely true not just for this day. And so the High Priestess is a bit of an oracle. She just has a knowing. So maybe she just knows what the right thing is to do. Check in with your gut and you've got the answer. And the Six of Cups, that's nostalgia. That could be looking back. You could be considering the past. You could be thinking of people you've known for a long time, or you could even encounter somebody you knew way back. This can be about siblings, but it is a pleasant card. It is a nice, pleasant card, the Six of Cups. All those cups are full. Sometimes it's enjoying old memories, remembering them. Maybe you're talking about them to someone else, but sometimes it's that. Very beautiful spiritual set of cards. I feel like with this card, you know, some of your insight will be about important relationships in your life, past or present. But you're very strong today. And you can draw upon that well of knowing today. Beautiful cards. All right, for those of you who would like a little more clarification with the Golden Nugget, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is standing your ground. Boy, that's real clear. So if you're wondering, what do I do next? What should I do now? Source is clearly saying, just stand your ground. Stand your ground. If you have a feeling like you should be doing this and not that, stand your ground with it. If somebody's challenging you in your choices, you stand your ground. If there is a goal that you have and you have it in hand, but other people's needs and goals are coming at you, don't lose sight of yours. So it's a minor arcana, but it's a good reminder. A lot of times I think people look to these readings for new wisdom and guidance only to realize they've been receiving wisdom and guidance. They are on the right path, and very frequently Source is going to say just that. You know, you didn't get here by accident. You are moving on the right path. I'm going to reassure you, you are. You just stand your ground. So that's lovely too. Well, I thank you so very, very much. You take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.